Say good morning, Infinity. All right, how y'all doing today? All right, I want to welcome everybody into the space, those who are on the way and those who are joining us on the Infinite Stream. This is the call to gather today as we open the way for spirit. I invite all eyes to close at this moment, all heads to bow, and all hearts to open as we focus our energy on the God of our acceptance and understanding. Deep, full breaths, inhales, deep, full exhales, granting ourselves this space of focus, this space of remembrance, this space of good and orderly direction, this space of kindness, embracing this energy of love. And it is from this space of goodness, it is from this space of gratitude that we bow in humble submission to the God of our acceptance and understanding. We thank you for your presence in this space today. We thank you, Divine Source, Mother, Father, God, for your heart toward us. We thank you that we are all connected and protected in and with and through you. And so we celebrate today being able to gather on this first Sunday. We call it Spirit Sunday at the Infinity Fellowship. We are so excited that we get to pour into each other today wherever we are in the space and in the world. We start that with gratitude. And so we pronounce gratitude today. Thanks for getting us here. Thanks for waking us up this morning. Thank you for the activity of our legs, our limbs, our hearts, our blood pumping through our bodies. Thank you for this moment of gratitude. We extend this gratitude into a space of healing. So we heal our people today. We send energy into the universe today for the Bartlett family in the transition of Brother Charles. Let this family be drawn closer together. We are granting healing for those who are bereaved, who are dealing with transition this week, this month, this year. To the energies of the Davis and Rogers family, the Sister Lady Kenitha, the Mother Vanita Holman, we speak and pronounce energy into her spirit. Strengthen her spirit today. Strengthen her limbs today. Strengthen her heart and mind. Lift her spirit up into the spaces where it desires to be. To the Stewart family and the transition of Brother Arthur Davis Jr., we send help and heart to that Stewart family as we give thanks in this moment today. We proclaim health and healing over those who are gathered. And we give thanks for the beginning of this last month of the year. We have made it through the fourth quarter, and so we speak that we will carry our dreams to the finish line. Keep us forever in your path, we proclaim. Thank you for those who did not give up this week. Thank you for those who did not give out this week, but instead gave in to gratitude and kept it moving. We are here today. We celebrate today, and we accept the good that is here for our lives. For these and other things we cannot put into words, we simply proclaim in gratitude. We thank you. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Let us prepare for our pouring of libations. As we give thanks today, and as we prepare to pour the water, we pour the water in our libations because we recognize those who have gone before, and we recognize that we stand on their shoulders. And when I think about those who have gone before, it makes me extremely grateful. I think about all the things that I have to do today. I think about all the things that I have to do during the week. I think about all of the pressing things that are there. And then I think about my grandfather, and I think about his emergence from sharecropping. And for those of you who may not know what sharecropping is what they named slavery after they got rid of slavery. And I think about the fact that he made it through with the transition of his wife at 49 years old. He made it through raising 11 kids. And I never once heard him complain. He always had a great attitude. So I think about all this facing me. We think about all this facing us. We are made taller because we stand on the shoulders of giants who came before. So we can complain about our first world problems. I'm excited. when I get a chance to look at a first world problem and say, oh, I had to open up a laptop. I had to put a pen to a piece of paper. I had to go and make a run and drop something off or pick something up instead of picking up a bag of 400 pounds of cotton and working from can't see to can't see. I get to shouting on that alone. But when we talk about gratitude, I want us to think about those who have come before us and the path that they laid for us. And as we pour this water, the water represents the living. We pour it into the earth that represents what happens to these physical earth suits when we no longer need them. Eventually, we're going to become so powerful that we can't be held in our bodies. And it is that point that we make that transition from this life into the life after life. And so we pause to open the way for the ancestors, as presence in the divine cosmos means absence in this physical space. And as we pour today, we want to remember some names that are coming to mind. We use the Yoruba word ashe, a proclamation of and so it is. And so we say and so it is to the energy of Brother Charles Clinty Bartlett, who is my third cousin, actually, with cousin Angie. Angie Bartlett, our board chair, is on the road for the memorial for Brother Charles Clinty Bartlett. So we're going to send energy to that Bartlett family today, ashe. To the energy of Arthur Davis Jr., cousin of Sister Latia Stewart, made a transition there. Of course, every transition is young and too young for us when we have a loved one, but he made that transition unexpectedly, so we are speaking peace to his spirit. At this time, I want you to think about those who are in your family, who you want to remember, whose names you want to call aloud in the space. We want you to think about at home. Those you want to remember, type their names into the chat box, as in this moment, we hear their energies, we hear their stories, we hear their spirits saying to us, remember me. Cool water, freshen our spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for divine spirit practice, ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors, ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, ashe. We pour to the energies of the north, where we find our sense of directness and direction, and to be a yes in today's service and going forward in life, ashe. We pour to the energies of the south, the space of remembrance of who we are and whose we are, ashe. We pour to the energies of the rising sun in the east, because we got another chance to do it again today, ashe. We pour to the energies of the west, that when the sun goes down, the light of the moon covers us in that divine feminine energy of light, ashe. To the skies above us, where we see our dreams and we bring them into manifest reality, ashe. To the ground below us that allows us to plant, and even during the storms when we're bending back and forth, we recognize that it is better to bend than it is to break, ashe. And to the space of the heart that brings them all together, the seventh direction, that space of love, that space of remembrance, that all things, all directions, all spaces are working for our good, ashe. This time we want you to call aloud the names of those you want to remember and recognize. Type their names in the box at home, and we will pour for them as well, ashe. the children in the world, womb and yet unborn. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. And so it is. Today's meditation comes to us from a Tibetan proverb, a proverb that we want to inscribe on our hearts and our consciousness today as we go forward. And the proverb says, quote, "Wherever you have friends, that's your country. Wherever you receive love, that's your home." Wherever you have friends, that's your country. Wherever you receive love, that's your home. So welcome home, y'all. Welcome home. Welcome home. It's time for our statement of infinitude. We'll see if Sister Kanitha come up and bring us our statement. Yes. All right. Let's give some snaps for Sister Kanitha as we begin our service on a whole new level. Ashe.
Everybody. Yes. Okay. So as I welcome you to the Infinity Fellowship, I remind you of the 4 core principles of this gathering. We call it SNAP. And the essence SNAP is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, this is important, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful that you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. This is the foundational practice of true interspirituality. We're all affirmed in love energy, so I invite you all at home and in this space to stand with me and join me in our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen.
Amen.
Amin.
Amen.
Hotep.
Hotep.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ashe.
Ashe. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let's do it again. Good morning, Infinity.
Good morning.
One more time. Good morning, Infinity.
Good.
All right. How's everybody feel today?
Good.
I know it's a good day. We had a really good week, so we kicked it really hard yesterday on some things. So we all got to bounce up a little bit. I need to bounce up and get a little more coffee and energy in it. But it's a day of gratitude. It's time for us to generate some gratitude by saying good morning to you. So as we generate gratitude in the space today, you introduce yourself to somebody, even if you know them, and say, my name is, fill in the blank, and give me one thing that I'm grateful for. If you are at home, type one thing that you're grateful for in the chat so we can recognize you and put your name up. And that's how we say good morning to you. The voices of infinity will lead us. to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you.
A good morning to you. And we say, da 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 da. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you.
All right, let's go. Let's find some folks. Let's do that.
To you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. Well, good morning, everybody who is online. I feel the love online. Come on, live streamers. Hey, so go ahead and type something in the box that you're grateful for, right? I know that sometimes things can be a little trying, but go ahead and type something that you're grateful. Grateful for waking up. Grateful that you're in your right mind. Grateful for the roof over your head. I mean, there's so many things to be grateful for. So go on and type it in. We love you. We're so glad that y'all are with us online. Yeah, good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say, a da 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 da. Hey, a da 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 da. A da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, good morning to you. A good morning to you. 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 Woo! I know. Good morning. Yes. That song always helps a lot. Feeling good, Martin. All right, so the theme this Sunday is yellow and golden. More on that later. Y'all, it is something else when Spirit speaks. But as we do, we're about to give y'all some selections, and we want y'all to feel us on this. We need y'all's help. If you know the song, make sure that you sing it along, clapping your hands, and all that good stuff. Okay? Here we go. Woo! Upon a star,
Hey, come on.
your dreams will take you very far, yeah. But when you wish upon a dream, yeah, life ain't always what it seems, so yeah. What you see all night so clear, yeah, set in the sky so very dear. Yeah, you're a shining star, woo! No matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be, what you can truly be. Shining star come into view to shine its watchful light on you, yeah. Give you strength to carry on, yeah. make your body big and strong. Yeah. I said, born a girl, child of the sun. Yeah, I saw my work had just begun. Yeah, yeah, I found I had to stand alone. Yeah, blessing now I've got my own. Oh yeah. So if you find yourself in need, why don't you listen to these words of heed? Be a giant grain of sand. Yeah, words of wisdom, yes I can. Yeah, come on, you're a shining star. Yes, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, you're a shining star. Come on, no matter who you are. Hey, hey, what you can truly be. Again, you're a shining star. Come on, y'all, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be, what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life. Come on, y'all, play. Hey. You're a shining star, come on y'all, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who, shining bright to see what you can truly be. Hey, you're a shining, no matter who, no matter who, yeah, yeah. I said you're a shining, no matter. Yeah, yeah, what you can truly be. We're still on that tip of the shining, golden, yellow, warming our hearts, the healing energy of all of it. Hey, a little bit more earth, wind, and fire, y'all. Called Sun Goddess, Earth, Wind, and Fire. like this. If you feel like it, go on and snap your fingers like this and let that music heal you. Come on, y'all. To see what your life can truly be, shining star for you to see what your life can truly be, shining star for you to see what your life can truly be, shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Way up, way up, way up, way up, body, yaddy, 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 way up, way up, way Still going there, y'all. We're still going there. We're still there. Yellow, golden, shining. Ooh, hey. There's a time of the day when the sun is going down. That's the golden time of day. It's the time when the sun turns to gold all around. That's the golden time of day. At the end of the day, when the wind is soft and warm, don't it make the flowers sway? When the sun settles down and it takes a lovely form, yeah, that's the golden time of day. Hey, there's a time in your life when you find who you are. That's the golden time of day. In your mind you will find your bright shining star. Ooh, and that's the golden time of day. on, y'all. Just snap your finger like this. Oh, shining, can't you see it shining? Oh, hey, it's shining, shining, can't you see it shining? Oh, hey, I said shining, can't you see it shining? Oh, it's shining in you. Hey, it's shining in me. Yeah. Oh, it's shining. Hey, oh. Come on and sing that with me. It goes, shining, can't you see it shining? Oh, yeah, it says again, shining, can't you see it shining? Oh, hey, come on and feel that love shining. Woo, said it's shining. Oh, come on and feel that peace, it's shining. Can't you see it shining? Oh, come on and feel the healing, said it's shining. Can't you see it shining? Oh, hey, feel that joy, it's shining. Can't you see it shining? Oh,
Voices of Infinity, y'all. Give it up. That's Kanitha Carr on the vocals. Reggie Wooten on the guitar. Nalani on the bass. And we are in a place with the Voices of Infinity, y'all. We are here. Let's carry that energy into our sacred giving time. It's giving time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's time for us to give. It's time for us to collect our standing ovations. If you have a standing ovation at this time, as we give, go ahead and fill that form out, and you can put it in the red jar so that we can get that going as we prepare for our giving today, for our tithes, for our offerings, for our support of pouring back into the space that pours back into us, the Infinity Fellowship. We give from a space of good. We recognize that as we are transitioning from 2022, the year of attainment, into 2023, which is the year of what? Nobody knows yet. I appreciate everybody's been paying attention to Rev. I hadn't been to reteach a lot. 2022, I said, hey, 2020. But you do know that we get that on our New Year's Eve celebration, and that's when it comes. The year's theme comes on our New Year's Eve. More on that later. But as we prepare for this transition into 22-23, we appreciate all of you, everyone who has made a real commitment to transform the way they thought about money. Money is something negative, something is evil, or attached to spiritual spaces as something that was predatory. And we know that, no, we simply give back to the degree that we've been given to. And we can never outgive what the universe has provided for us. We just can't. I can't put a price on a deep breath, man. I don't know how much that costs. But I know people who are strapped to a machine who would pay everything in their bank account just to be able to get one more full breath. So we're in this space today of good. We're in this space of giving. But we have several ways that you can give. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can give internationally via PayPal through the email address, infinitynashville@gmail.com. You can also give via mail. Thank you to technology One of the reasons why we have grown technologically is because of the support that people have poured back into this spiritual community. And so we don't take that lightly. That's why we avail ourselves of every piece of technology. We have gone from writing a check or putting cash in an envelope, which you still can do and bring up during offering, to being able to have a Cash App, to be able to have a PayPal, to give in different ways, and to be able to have a blue ticker scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now to the people who are streaming that shows them all of these access points. I love it. Technology has grown, and we're grown as a community, and we're going to stand in this space today and give communally so that we can charge that energy. Everybody rise to your feet. After our offering, we'll collect our standing ovations, and we invite us to prepare for our visitors' welcome. After our visitors welcome, our children will go to their space downstairs. So take a deep breath. Exhale, breathe out. Let us say together at home and in the space today our offertory affirmation, which is on the screen. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. As the voices come with us, everybody repeat after me. Everything is good.
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 I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it good.
I got it good.
All right, let us sing together as we give. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey. Come on. Yeah. Hey.
Ooh, everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is. It's good. Oh, everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is. I said everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, sing with me now how everything is good. Yes, it is. I said everything is good. Hey, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything. Yes, it is in my life. I said all around, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on and tell yourself everything is good. Yes, it is. Yes, we proclaim everything is good. Hey, everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. Yeah.
Got it good, man. I got it good.
Yes.
Woo! Y'all voices playing. All right now. We're going to welcome our visitors in this place today. This may be your first time visiting at Infinity, but we want you to know that we see the real you. If you are at home or if you're here, we're going to put up the slide so that you can take a picture of it. We get the opportunity to welcome you into the space today. So I say welcome, Infinity, folks. If you are, again, able to take or scan a QR code, go ahead and scan that QR code at this time so that we can send you a special gift and a special note of love. This may be your first time at Infinity Fellowship, but we get to let you know every single Sunday that we see the real you for who you truly are. And we welcome our first timers. We welcome those. I look in the space. I don't think I see any first timers today. I see some ain't been here in a while timers, but I'm okay because at least you're here in the space. Zion, how you feeling today, brother? You feeling good? All right, as always, man. You're a superstar. Keep shining. Yeah, man. Come through that space. I know how it is. I know how it is. So let's rise in the space so that we can say our visitors welcome. If you're at home, go ahead and type first time in the box. Wherever you are, turn to somebody, turn to 2 or 3 people in the groups where you are as we extend our hands to you and recognize that in this space today, we are not just human beings who showed up today to have a spiritual experience. That's going to happen. But we are spirits who are navigating the human experience. So as we do this, we recognize each other. So if you're at home, I'm going to send this to you. If you're in the space, send it to somebody else. And recognize that this is the space of authenticity. This community is here to lift you up, to be here, to help us all move toward our divine purpose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. Look at somebody squarely and repeat after me. I see you. But you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to Infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Dance and give a fist bump to somebody today. Dance it out, y'all. Hey, get your cup of coffee or tea, get ready for the word and the message. Let's give some shout outs online while everybody's getting a break there. We can take it on back. I see I got some standing ovations coming up, y'all, in the space. at Infinity. For those of you who will be visiting, many of you have tuned in to Infinity, and we have seen you in the space today. We keep that music rocking. I don't mind that. That's good. Keep it rocking. Put it on up under so we can have some grooves going. As we're in the space today, we invite you during this time. You see that people are, well, you don't see, but you feel it. People are taking the coffee break, so they're getting some coffee, they're getting some tea, they're getting some hot chocolate. Our young people are transitioning to the downstairs space where the classrooms are. So, and you come in and you visit next week or anytime at Infinity, just know that we got you covered. We got you covered with childcare. We got you covered with snacks. We got you covered with some coffee and tea. And sometimes, especially on a chilly day like today, you want to come in and you want to sit, sip some coffee, and get a great message. And that is Infinity. You are at home here. If you visited, welcome back. And if you're new, we look forward to seeing you one day in person. Let's shout out some folks online. Brother Johnny Sadler says, good morning, family. We are shouting you out, Brother Johnny. Good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you on third Sunday in the space. Brother Terrell Lindsay, great week. Come on through, man. We've been doing this thing, haven't we, brother? Good morning and evening in Belgium. All right, good. He's sending that shout out. Sister Leanne is in here with us from Belgium, and we are happy. Sister Destiny Muhammad is here, grateful for Infinity. And so we're grateful to have you here, Sister Leanne. Hey, in Belgium, good evening there. Christina Trotter's grateful for life. Good to see you, Christina. How's the family? We love y'all. You know, we want to see y'all soon. Good to see you on the stream today. Good. Oh, Tony said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So we're all around the world. So we're saying something to cover everybody. Grateful for the power of persistence, Brother Terrell says, and we feel it all the way with you, brother. We know how it goes, and we're excited for it. Brother, our sister Cindy is here. Good morning from Virginia. Simply grateful for all things. Oh, isn't that awesome? This gratitude is coming into space today. Sister Tashana Taylor, grateful. She's grateful. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Talia, how y'all doing? We miss y'all. We love y'all, and it's grateful to see y'all here. Felina is grateful for my best friend. He is out of the hospital and recovering. Also grateful for my little godson, Brian. That's it. Grateful for godson, Brian. And we're grateful, too. Martin's in the house. Turnley, good morning from Antioch. Good to see you. Come on down the street one day, bro. Martin, we're looking forward to seeing you. So grateful to be up this morning watching the service. Grateful that you are here. Grateful that we're reaching out in the Southeast and that there are great things happening out there. Come see us and come hang out sometime. We're looking forward to it. Tashana says Taylor is grateful for going to Tennessee. We're so grateful to have you here, too. Talia says she's grateful for her family's love. Balls of gratitude, y'all. Just all this energy spinning. And we're so grateful, too. We are able to meet the Linsleys in person, and all the hype that you think online that they are. Yes. Add a bag of chips to it, and we're in there. Add a bag of chips. Everybody, when you come to Infinity, it's interesting when people visit. They say, I don't know if it's going to be as good as it is online, if you're going to get the same energy. It's interesting because when we had to go online, we were like, how do we capture the energy of Infinity online? It's almost impossible. So, yes, it is very much real, and we're in that, and grateful for those who are on our Infinite Life stream. Stacy Jackson. Hey, Stacy. Good morning from Clarksville, Maryland. Very grateful that God is using me to be a blessing to others in so many ways. Oh, there's so much under that, Sister Stacy. So much energy. Keep moving, keep growing, keep expanding. We are grateful for you. Johnny Sadler says, I'm grateful for life and the power of potential that life gives us. And I'm thankful for all of you and your potential. Thanks, Reverend Jeff and the Carr family. Thankful to all of our ancestors. Thank you. You're welcome. We're in this space together, Sadler. Great to have you in. Shell Mayberry, good morning, family. Tuning in from Texas. Grateful to have great health and a good night's sleep. Love you, Infinity family. We love you too, sister. Just keep shining from down there in the heart of Texas. Robin Jackson says, grateful to recognize my strengths. I am no longer broken. Elbow cough, is that? Oh. All right, good. That's for you, Robin. Hey. I can still remember a dab. I know what that is. Just a little dab will do you. Tashana Lynn. Tashana's in the house, grateful for making it through another week and being here in this space. We love it. That energy is very, very real. And I think everything else is a standing ovation, don't you, Tony? I think we got a standing ovation coming in. So we're going to bring up for our announcements. Y'all give it up in the space. Brother Tony, I give it up.
MC DJ back once again. Right up in the building. Woo, man. Before I get started, I gotta tell you something crazy happened to me last night. I'm gonna keep it quick too. Last night I was getting some food, and I stepped out of this restaurant, and now there's a barricade outside. I'll just give y'all a picture of what's happening. As I'm walking by, I see a trash can. There's like something moving or whatever, and as I'm walking by, I see a raccoon just like sitting there, just chilling, just doing his thing or whatever. And so when I saw it, I'm like, and I didn't even really get scared or anything. I know some of y'all probably be startled or whatnot, but like we just kind of looked at each other and just shared a little moment right there. But being myself, I went to go look up like what's this whole spiritual meaning behind this whole entire thing. So I go on my phone on Yahoo, and I found three things. One of the things that raccoons represent, they represent secrecy. They also represent transformation. And I'm kind of going with that right now. That's really what like stuck out to me when I was the whole thing of transformation. And the third thing they represent is curiosity in the sense of like trying out new things. So I think that's basically what I was getting from that whole entire experience. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it is what it is, but I digress. We're gonna go on and get right into it. Good morning, Affinity. So, in preparation for Standing Ovation, if you are an Infinite streamer and you have a manifest achievement that you want to report as a achievement that you want to report for Standing Ovation today, which I'm saying twice again, so go ahead and type into the chat box for at this time. So, a Standing Ovation is an accomplishment you have made that we can shout out for you and let us know what good thing you've birthed into the world by typing it in early. Not now, but right now. Yes. All right. So welcome to December, the 12th month of 2022, the year of attainment. I'll snap it up, get some energy up in here. Now, the year of attainment, the definition of attainment is the action or fact of achieving a goal toward which one has worked. Now, this is the year for the big payoff, revenge. Woo! Yeah. So every single day, remember to speak aloud our daily mantra for the year, which is I gotta make sure y'all paying attention. You know what I'm saying? I see people on phones like getting distracted. I see what y'all doing. I gotta make sure y'all pay attention. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, have you all joined the band? Anybody? Yes. Anybody want to be lead singer? Play tambourine? We need all the help we can get. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we have. So if you are an active member of Infinity, did you know that we now have a portal for Infinity activities, conversations on our spiritual lessons, prayers and support, and even live chats for personal growth and development? Anybody? Oh yeah, that's how we're doing up here. We upgrading every single day. So we've sent the link out and many have joined. And if you did not receive your link, and send us an email to infinitynashville@gmail.com and we'll get you covered. So save the dates, and I do say again, save the dates as we approach the end of the year. Oh yes. We want you to mark your calendar for the great upcoming special events at Infinity. First, reserve December 31st for our annual New Year's Eve celebration. Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. VIP, baby. So we begin the evening with our Atomic Vision Board workshop and creation event. Rev Jeff will instruct in his atomic method that produces more fruits in your life than you have ever seen before. I'm talking, we're going to have some trees up in here. You know what I'm saying? Have a full harvest. That's how we do it. Now, that workshop is from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, the celebration continues through the fire cleansing, to the potluck, to the New Year's perm, to the dancing, and of course, fun. And it's always fun up in here, and I'm still here to this day. To this day. Oh, yeah, to this day. It's a family event, and there will be supervised activities for the young people. Next, all ladies, mark your calendars for Friday, January 13th for the Infinity Women's Sleepover. It's the big sleepover. So, an Infinity woman carries an air about herself, one of confidence, love, power, and wisdom. Because it's ladies' night, and if it's all right, this is ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Woo! And it'll be hosted by Miss Leading Lady Kenitha Carr and featuring a slew of empowering presentations and conversations, food, and more. If any of you have been to this annual event, you know that it's a life-saving, fortifying, I cannot speak today. That's all right. Fortifying, inspiring Friday night and Saturday morning. We will have a registration link next week. In the meantime, especially if you are out of town, make your plans to be in Nashville on Friday, January 13th. The event is for women of all ages, but you must be an adult woman. Adult woman. Yeah, that part. Finally, we have a kids movie night on Friday, December 16th, 6 to 8 p.m. We have popcorn, movies, and of course fun. So parents, check your email and band app for the flyer. Now, let's bring back up Reverend Jeff and Lady Kenitha because it's time for, drum roll please, and if you want to stop a feet, you can do that too. Standing Ovations. Thank y'all so much.
I'm feeling spirit churchy today. I'm feeling Holland. Go to A flat.
Get the keyboardist.
Get the keyboardist. We got the keyboardist over there in our minds, in our energy. All right, what we got, Bubba?
All right, our high energy here at IF comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week. That's nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives. That's action. And if we do these, then we should see examples of progress in our lives. That's the proof.
Yes.
So let's pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. So here's what happens. When your name is called, please stand as I read aloud your manifestation. When I finish each person's ovation, we will snap our fingers to celebrate and then affirm. And then at the very end, we're going to do a crazy out of this world collective standing ovation. Okay?
Woo, woo.
All right, here we go. Our first one is Star. Star. What your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see. What your life can truly be. So Star said, yesterday we celebrated my daughter Kavea's 15th birthday.
15, baby.
15. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Kavea. And she says, this upcoming Friday, we will celebrate Kamara's 16th birthday.
Whoa, Lord.
Kamara, who has that wonderful piece of artwork in the lobby.
In the lobby, by the table,
she
by the
says,
door.
I am so very proud of my girls. I know that as they continue to grow and develop, they are going to do great things in the world. One proud mama. You did your thing.
So we sing happy birthday to Kamara and to Star because, baby,
She
Star,
had them
you had
girls,
these
honey.
babies. And as they get older on their birthdays, we
Yes.
got to teach them on their birthdays. They call
Supposed
you
to celebrate
and say thank you for bringing me
Yes,
through. All
four
of them.
girls.
4 girls. Let's go.
1, 2,
Two.
3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Kamara.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Standing ovation, Denise Knowles.
Come on,
Woo!
Denise.
Okay, she says Thursday was National World AIDS Day. Yes, my job, Streetworks, hosted champagne and conversations luncheon. I spoke on the panel in honor of my mother and her journey in life.
Yes, speak up.
Go, Denise!
Speak up. And she is, y'all can't see her at home, but she is
speaking.
sharp today.
Yes.
She came in. I said, Denise,
Yes.
well, I'm speaking
Snatch.
today.
How about
Having
that?
luncheon today. And it's like, okay,
Yes.
okay. We expect the great things. The great things will
Yes.
come. That's how we work.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go to the chat box and get some out of the chat. If you've got some, again, as Tony said, he reminded y'all, we see a few in here. So that means that y'all listen to Tony. So thank you. You know, Tony said, and then
He
some
said,
of them I
"Stop
have to
it."
dig a little deeper. I think we got some D. Clark. Good is our first one. D. Clark, good to see you, man. The Clark family in New York.
We need to bring them in again.
We got to bring in.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all doing New Year's, but
him to
2023, you're
speak.
coming in here.
Yes.
We're getting you down here. D. Clark says, standing ovation, shout out to Elijah Clark for starting
Elijah.
captain's training and will be a cybersecurity officer captain in the U.S. Army in October of 2023. Man, Elijah has grown up, man. Grown man.
Elijah, they got some phenomenal.
Captain Clark. Captain Clark.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Cybersecurity specialist.
Yes. That's
Y'all better
pretty
ask somebody
impressive. I was
about
like,
this
oh,
genius.
we better watch
Genius in the
that.
family out there. Great. Congratulations, Clark family in the
Yes.
space. We're sending it to you.
Yes.
All right. And I'm
Yay.
waiting. Oh, we got another one? Oh, yes. D. Clark got 2.
Oh, yay.
Hey, man.
I know they're
Daryl
kids.
and Gina got 2 kids.
Yeah.
And a stand ovation for each one of them.
Yes. Yes.
What a blessing. Shout out to Sophia Clark,
Oh,
standing
Sophia.
graduating from Vanderbilt in 2023, and already has a job lined up at Google in New York City.
Woo.
People fight for Google
For that
jobs,
job.
y'all.
Yes.
And they fight for them in smaller markets, and she's gotten one lined up already for New York City.
Woo.
The creative thought scientist has swag. Yes, you do, brother.
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes.
And it's showing in the fruit of the kids. All these kids here, y'all. I mean, everybody.
kids.
All
All
the
our
grown-ups.
kids are doing-
All of the people whose kids are teens now and little bitty kids. We're so pleased and excited that we get reports from these kids who are attached to Infinity especially. And I say, look, all of this light is trickling into them. Let me tell you, sometimes they're going to be just like we were when we go places on Sunday. We bored, we laying down on the seats. But we don't realize until we get older how much that poured into us. So we're grateful. We're grateful for our young people here in this space and abroad who we can celebrate and we can see grow. And when we see them grow, we recognize that the world is in good hands. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Yes.
Terrell Lindsay, Lindsay family,
Woo,
standing
woo,
ovation. We fixed our second vehicle last weekend, just in time to not be completely derailed by midweek obstacles. Come on, man. Using the tools I learned in this space propelled us through. Thank you.
Yes.
Come on through. Come
Second
on
vehicle.
through.
Hey.
Angie Bartlett Treese, shout out.
Cousin Andre.
Daughter Hillary started her second job last week.
Well, come on
now.
Hillary. Yes. Paychecks, honey.
She got 2 jobs. She got 2 jobs. Tim got 3 jobs.
I can't say it.
Me got
Three.
6 jobs, man. Oh, him lazy. Him only got 6 jobs. Y'all remember that?
I remember that.
That was a
I
11
can't do
color.
I know. Okay.
Me got 4 jobs. Him lazy. Me got 7 jobs, man.
That was Takia. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right. 2 jobs as a teen. I'll
Yes.
take it. We'll take it.
Yes.
Hillary come do some training in the car household, but we're going to get those
Yes.
jobs in there, line them up.
Yes.
To Shauna Lindsley, standing ovation to Denise's hairstyle. Locks popping.
Yeah.
Denise ain't gonna mind it. Denise, slide up here
Poppin'.
for 1 second into the frame
Yes.
so
Come
people
on
can see what locks are popping look
Locks
like.
are
Step right
poppin'.
there till you see that.
Yes.
Keep it on the, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Locks popping. Denise is wearing a black cashmere sweater. You remember when they used to narrate
they
fashion shows?
would. Gracing us with the style of the black sweater.
Gracing us with the style of the Highland Scottish and the pattern of the prince on the pants. Denise is showing it. Man,
Show it out.
we off today. We going off today. I love it.
We need it. We need
We
the
off
laughter.
today. We need that laughter, and we love it. But the Gator Nomad,
Yes.
this is my first time here. Welcome,
hi,
Gator.
welcome.
To the space. We love you.
Welcome.
John, we
John.
welcome, man. Welcome you, John.
Welcome,
I saw a shout out earlier from cousin John Gregg in Ohio. Reggie's
Yes,
cousin
Reggie's over there.
is our cousin. So we are happy for that in that
Yes.
space, man. So those are the standing ovations there. I want to send a couple of additional standing ovations. Number one, I'm going to send a standing ovation to East High School and Pearl Cone High School. Two metro schools both went to the state championship in different games, came up short. A lot of the small towns had this powerhouse football league, so you make it to the state championship. The team at East won eight state championships in a row, and it was a rematch from last year, but it was better. So everything's a learning experience, and you come in second. Sometimes that feels like you're hurt, but when you think about the hundreds of teams in this state, then you're one of the top two teams.
Yes.
And Metro produced that. Pearl Cone produced that as well. They came up a little short in their game, but you got two of the top teams right here in this city. And these are programs that have boosters and have parents and proud parents. Daniel got to travel with the band to Chattanooga. I'm grateful that my son is seeing different cities as a result of being in school activities. This is important, y'all, because these activities keep kids from doing crazy stuff. If you hadn't got your kids in extracurricular activities, put them in extracurricular activities. The science and the research shows that it builds a sense of pride, but it also gives them something to do. And if you ain't got nothing to do, trust me, if you ain't got nothing to do, you find something. And oftentimes you find the foolishness. So we support and love everybody that's going through and supporting, picking up and dropping off and all of those. Johnny Sadler has a standing ovation. My youngest son is now a police officer, about to go to the academy.
Oh, yeah.
Said he wants to be a change agent in law enforcement and policing in our communities. Keep him in prayer. Come on.
Yes, that's what we need.
That is a standing ovation.
Yes.
I'll send a shout out because I got a text today. Shout out to Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
We'll represent.
My fraternity brothers, every time somebody has an anniversary, I shout out every organization because to be 100 years old is amazing. Alpha's a 116. So everybody's celebrating and kicking it. I'm not going to step with anybody because I only did a small part of yoga, and I've learned my lesson on that. But for everybody who's shouting and strolling and celebrating in every organization, congratulations today. And shout out heavenly birthday yesterday to my dad, Haywood H. Carr, would have been 101.
Oh, Big Papa, happy birthday.
December 3rd. So we're celebrating that energy in the household and around. So good to see all of these standing ovations in the space. And also will give us, you let us know what to do, Mama.
Yes.
Because I got a special surprise that came in yesterday.
Oh. Well, yes.
Oh, I told y'all we got an industrial.
What happened to them?
It's over there. You want to get it?
It should be
put
on
the
the
li-
horse.
We should put
Lay it on the horse.
the little tykes. That's what it is. A little tykes tambourine.
Yeah, that
It's
little
made for the
type
preschool
thing.
band.
Yes,
But it got us through. And now we got the industrial strength with the grip on it.
Uh-oh.
I feel like, what is Bobby? With the impressions.
Okay. All right.
I'm going nuts today in gratitude. So y'all, hey.
So
here
if
we
you
go.
shared, go ahead and have several seats while the rest of us are going to get to our feet and we're going to give a round of applause. All right. Here we go. Woo.
about
I
that
know,
wrist
that's
grip,
the
man.
real one.
That wrist grip. It's like
That's
just
the
a
real
little.
one.
Oh, hey, oh, there. Oh. All right.
Put
Y'all
it
know
around.
I got to the bottom of that cup
Yes.
of coffee, didn't you? Come on,
Yes.
preach.
Those
Come on,
are
preach.
the announcements and ovations for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe.
Ashe. I might be going 70 today. Y'all better get your pens, papers ready. But as we prepare today, we've been seeing this energy, this continual motif through today with the voices. We're excited and just excited that on this Spirit Sunday, we get to get a treat from the voices of infinity. So y'all give it up for the voices, after which we will get to the message today. Ashe.
Okay, so earlier I said I was gonna make sure to tie it all together. So when I was picking out music for this Sunday, I was trying to figure out what vibe. And that's where I was getting this theme of like golden, shiny, yellow. Because, and I won't go into too many details, but going through family stuff, my mom is actually going through a transitional process right now. And so I was needing something that was going to, soothe and heal while going through this process. So I'm picking out music. I get the Shining Star. I got Sun Goddess. I was like, okay, golden time of day. Okay. And then I was like, so what song? And I was, there's India Ari does this mantra with Devol Prima, I believe. And if I messed it up, I'm so sorry. Deva Premal, who is phenomenal in her own right. And she had this mantra. And so I had listened to the song and I looked up what the details were for it. This mantra says, mantra of the 12th Tara, is peaceful and golden yellow in color. She brings timely seasons and healthy children. She extinguishes fires, stops floods, and brings the elements into balance. Upon her lotus flower is an auspicious infinity knot. A stream of cooling energy of love and wisdom comes from her body and the infinity knot, removing all negative circumstances. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So this is my first try with that. And then we're gonna go into one of our Infinity originals, but from the essence of Om. So that's why I was saying, when we're dealing with this golden yellow color of soothing and healing, removing all negative circumstances, that healing that just covers you from your head, to the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Yes. Om Tare Tu Tare Today. Mangalam Shri Mahapanisva. 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 There is so much love for me. There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love for me. There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love for There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love for me. There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love for me. There is so much love for me. There is so much love for
As we sit in this resonant energy, y'all, feel that energy with the voices. Y'all want to go ahead and just give it up to the voices. Give them up. Round of applause in the space. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the gifts and in the space today. That chant, of course, there's energy there from Diva Pramal, India Ari, and then energy from Sister Kanitha Carr with the original in the OM, man. That space is a high frequency space. So what a great time, what a great moment for us to be prepared to receive a brief but powerful word for everybody here. The word today is really simple. The hell you preach. The hell you preach. Oh, when we talk about the hell you preach, we've heard that variation phrase. We've heard the hell you preach. We've heard like hell. We've heard the hell you say. We've heard this because it is what's called an idiomatic phrase. Turn to somebody, say it's idiomatic. Different from illmatic. That's different from that. Idiomatic simply means that it is a phrase that has become popular in a country or in a space where people understand what you're saying. Know what I'm saying? I used to be up north. They used to say, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? They used to say that after everything. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When we say that, it can come and it can mean a number of different things. But usually when we talk about the hell you preach, the hell you preach, it is a vehement rejection of something somebody says. Hey, man, why don't you come jump off this bridge with me? The hell you preach. Hey, man, although I haven't paid you back that $700 I've been owing you for 7 years, why don't you loan me another $50 just till Tuesday? The hell you preach. You know what? I don't think you're smart enough to be in this job. I don't think you're experienced enough to be in this job. I don't think you have the right attitude to be in this job. You look that job in the eye and you say, the hell you preach. There's some people who think you're not pretty enough. You're not handsome enough. You're not good enough to be into the circles that God has put you in already. And it makes that phrase come and emerge from your spirit. The hell you preach. I reject what you're saying right now in an external space. But a lot of times our problems come because we don't learn to reject what other people are saying about us. So we have to do three little things if we want to be able to manifest the understanding of the deeper layered phrase, the hell you preach. I know people say, well, Rev, we can't be up here cussing because, we think that when you say hell, that's a curse word, and hell is not a curse word per se. And I have to point to the bibliological and ideological understandings and underpinnings of even what we call cursing. Some people say, well, cursing is S-H-I-T-F-U-C-K, and all of these other words that didn't even exist back when scriptures were written. English and language that we use is a continually expansive process. So we don't know what cursing is and cursing ain't. So I have to define what cursing actually is versus cussing. I do not curse, folks, but there are times when I will delightfully utter a cuss word as a supplemental component to a language that is limited to me. When you're dealing in ancient languages that have many definitions for one particular feeling, the English Standard Version, the English language that we speak, is so limiting that sometimes you just say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You just get so angry sometimes that you just want to say something, but you can't get enough words to describe the feeling. So sometimes a cuss word is going to come out. Sometimes it's going to come out to accentuate what you're saying. But the difference between a cuss word and a curse word is very clear. When you're admonished in scriptures to not utter curses, curse has to do with intention. Yeah. Listen carefully. Cursing has to do with intention. Because if somebody says SHITFUCK, or even a book, a concept that is written into scriptures like HE hockey sticks, it's all about the intent, because a noun verb of that space is a space of condemnation, a space where you go where there is some kind of punishment or negativity, the hell that you are going through, the anger, the frustration, the things that hurt. This is a physical description of a place that has nothing to do with intent, except to the extent to which we describe intent or subscribe to intent to the word itself. What do I mean by that? I mean that there are some people who will use what we consider cuss words, who will get your back when everything is going down. They will show up for you. And what comes out in their actions is the intention of love. But there are people who do not care for you, who have decided that they're not going to use the language that is determined by society in this current iteration as foul, but they will curse everything in your life. They will pray that you fail. They will look, and every time you are successful, they will say, it ain't going to last long. Yeah. Every time you achieve something, they're going to say, oh, they're going to trip up. Just watch. I'm speaking that everything that they got coming down is going to fall under the ground. That is uttering a curse. And you ain't used what people call a bad word. So which would you rather have in your life? And I say today that what you rather have is intent in your life. So we do not go out and curse people. We do not speak ill intent into people's lives. We lift them up, even if you got to add a little bit of stank on it. I gave a speech once. I'll never forget the first time when I was in college. I was giving a speech at a rally, and we decided we're going to do this march. And we showed up at the president's house, and they were terrified, and they were saying, whatever they want, we got to give it to them. And the students were there, and thousands of people, and they felt that empowerment that comes when you stand up to injustice and you get something fixed. And I'll never forget one of my fellow students came up to me, great big old football player, pushed me in the chest with two hands. And at that time, people say I might be halfway medium slim now, but you know, I'm just about 190, 195. At that time, I was the same height, but I was 155 pounds. So if y'all can imagine me, you imagine my face on this mic stand, and you got me. So this football player comes up to me with both hands and pushes me, and luckily I was in the crowd. Somebody caught me. He looked me in my eyes and said, "Car, you my mother." Beep. And I felt every piece of love coming out of his spirit that you could ever have. Meanwhile, the administration and everybody was in there not using that kind of language, but they was cursing me. They were cursing me to all creation. But the reality is, it's the intention in the energy. Young people, that's not a permission for you to go out there and not learn your vocabulary words and slip on the cussing. That Rev Jeff ain't saying that. People say, well, cussing is the last refuge of the ignorant mind. Not necessarily. But you got to demonstrate to me that you got a good vocabulary before you can slip into just that. Amen. That's something altogether. That's another message. When we enter this space, though, and we say the hell you preach, there are three levels of this. One is disagree. It means I disagree. I disagree with the external forces. So if you are going to be in a space where you can look at somebody and say, whether you say it aloud or you say it in your mind's eye, the hell you preach, you have to be in a space where you can disagree with people's assessment of who you are. Yes, you might be on a path of learning. Yes, you may be on a path toward victory, but other people will be very, very quick to put you in a box of limitation. And when you're in a box of limitation, you're in a box of limitation, your space has to be the hell you preach, because you have to truly believe that you are beyond what people are defining you as. We get so caught up in what people think. We get caught up in what people like. We get caught up in that space, and we don't have the strength to deny it. We don't have the strength to disagree with them. This week coming forward, you got to be able to look at people and disagree with everything that does not fit you. I had to write an email this week, and I had to say what my daddy told me. They said, if you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, only the hit dog is going to holler. Yeah. So you can say what you want about me. You can say what you think about me. And it doesn't fall because it doesn't hit true because I know who I am. That's the second part. When you disagree with the external voices that drag you down. The second thing you got to do is you got to disengage. Look at somebody and say, disengage. Look at somebody and say, leave yourself alone. Leave yourself alone. Because, see, you disagreeing with what other people saying, but the reality is you got to disengage with what you're telling yourself. Because when we talk about the hell, this state of negativity, when we talk about the hell, this state of pain, when we talk about the hell, this space of doubt, the phrase is the hell you preach, the hell you say, the hell you pronounce. It's what you speak into your own lives. Many people are walking around existing and struggling in a hell of their own creation. Ain't nobody harassing you. Ain't nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody even thinking about you. But because we tend to fill in the blanks with negative intent, we have created our own hell. We haven't heard from a person in a while. So instead of just saying, I'm working on something, I'm busy myself, my hands are full, we tend to fill in the blanks and say, they don't like me anymore. They're sitting planning against me. They think they're better than me. We start spending our time focusing on things that we cannot control. We spend our time pouring energy into circumstances that we ain't got nothing to do with. If people are acting a fool in your life, let them act a fool. Don't try to figure out how people are acting a fool, because if you could figure it out, you'd be acting a fool yourself. People come to all the time. Why is so-and-so acting like that? You got to ask so-and-so. Why would you act crazy on something that is trying to bring a family together? Why would you do? I don't know, because I'm not you. I'm not the you in that subject, in that sentence. Why would a person? Well, you know what? You're never going to figure it out. All you have to do is look at the person's actions. And if those people act a certain way, you got to hear the message eventually. And if you don't hear the message, if you don't proclaim the message, if you don't understand that this has nothing to do with you, you're going to continue to exist in a hell of your own creation. You're going to sit in a space where every single second is ticking by, and you have this powerful gift, this powerful anointing that is on you and in you, and you cannot get to it because your limited time, your limited space in this physical body is spent trying to figure out what's going on with somebody else. And then you create a negative cycle because you look up and you read your clock, or you look at your calendar and you realize that you done spent 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 years worrying about somebody else. Then you mad at yourself for that. Then you beat yourself up, and you are in a continuous cycle of hell. The hell you preached. The hell you spoke. Be careful of the language that you use on yourself. Disengage with the negative behavior. When you release into the space, you disagree to the external voices. You disengage from the negative self-talk. Because when you're involved in negative self-talk, you don't ever understand what's really going on. Y'all heard about the busy mechanic? There was a busy mechanic. He was so busy, he was just going to bring in money. That's what he did. He said, I'm going to bring in money. So he worked all day, worked into the night. It felt good because he was like, I'm just bringing in money, bringing in money. Take care of my family, bringing in money. Not paying attention to much else. Well, one day he's coming in the shop. He's working on cars. This guy comes in the shop. He said, hey, how you today? How are things for you? And mechanic says, they busy. The guy says, okay, all right. Walks out. Next day, same guy comes back. He said, how you doing today? How are things? He said, busy. Okay, all right, thanks. And he left out. So he does this like 2-3 days in a row. Same guy. So the busy mechanic says to his boy who's working with him, he said, look, man, I need you to do me a favor. If that dude come in here again, I want you to follow him because he's kind of creeping me out. True enough, next day, Guy comes back in, looks at the business mechanic and said, hey, how's it today? Said, busy. He said, okay, thanks. And he leaves. So he looks at his boy and said, hey, follow that dude. So he follows him. About 2 hours later, he comes back, walks through the door, goes over and picks up some tools. So the business mechanic looks at him. He says, hey, man, what's up? Where'd he go? He said, your house. I'm going to let that sink in. It's going to catch you a little bit. But see, sometimes we can focus so much that we miss the signs of things that are happening. Or even, I know somebody just said, for the people in the back, it's going to hit you in a minute. It's going to hit you in a minute. See, the mechanic's so busy, Star. The mechanic making so money. Look, Kenitha just, whoa, yeah, that's a grown-up thing right there. Y'all got to be grown for that one to hit. But when that one hits, it's when you focus so much on external things that you miss things that are happening within the very spaces where you are existing. That's why you have to disengage with that negativity. You have to disregard. You have to look beyond, disagree with the judgments of everyone externally, disengage from those things. And when you do those things, just like with that busy mechanic, the last D that you're going to get is you're going to discover. You're going to discover the truth. And the biggest truth is that you discover that you have every single thing you need in this world to be successful. You have every single need. Everything you need is met. Every single thing you need to fix the circumstances that you can control, not that everybody else can control, because you can't control anybody else's attitude, but you can control the way you walk in the room. You can't control what people throw at you, but you can control where you choose to swing at. And an excellent baseball player is considered somebody, a star hitter in baseball, Joshua, is considered somebody who can hit the ball, not necessarily home runs, but who can connect with the ball 3 times out of 10. A good hitter is considered a 200 average. A 300 average is considered an exceptional hitter. 3 out of 10 makes you a superstar. 3.5 out of 10 makes you the greatest player ever, because they know that the secret is waiting on the right pitch. Because it ain't necessarily what people throw at you. It's what you swing at. It's what you connect on. And when you know who you are, you know when you can hit a curved ball. You know how to hit a left-sided hitter and a right-sided hitter. You know how to hit a ball that drops out of the sky. You know how to hit a fastball, and you can see it when it leaves their hands. And everything else that ain't your ball, you leave alone. But you got to be focused in that space today. So as you begin to discover, when you tune out everything else, you discover the truth. I have all that I need. That I would not be put in this situation without the tools to move through it. That even when I feel like I'm by myself, I get the opportunity to have a community like this where I can be reminded on a Sunday morning that everything is good. I'm not going to remind you that everything is negative. I'm not going to tell you, because from this space, from this pulpit, all of that stuff is a lie. When the old folks used to say the person who occupies hell is the devil is a lie. The devil is those negative thoughts. The devil is that limiting behavior. The devil is that belief in things that are simply not true about you. And you were born to be an overcomer. That is the truth. You were born to be an achiever. That is the truth. You were born to be pain-free. That is the truth. You were born to move through this world with confidence. That is the truth. You were born to be a healer. That is the truth. You were born to be a deliverer in your family. That is the truth. You were born to be a stable person in your home. That is the truth. You were born to be a friend that nobody else could find anywhere else except for in you. You is the truth. That is the truth. And if anybody ever challenges this deep and profound spiritual truth of understanding that because we are made in this wonderful image and likeness, we can do all things except fail, and all of these things are working for our good because we have this knowledge, because we have absorbed this light, because we are determined to shine in the world. Anything, anybody that would ever come against it, anybody, anything that would ever try to convince us otherwise, we can look at obstacles in the face and say to them, the hell you preach. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Amen and ashe. All right. Come on, voices. Let's come on through in this space today, y'all. Oh, what a wonderful moment. Oh, what a wonderful moment. Stop preaching that hell on yourself this week, y'all. Stop speaking that on yourself. Remind yourself of who you are and whose you are. When you look in that mirror, you better see that light shining from your eyes. You better feel it trickling off your hair, dripping down your forehead, all of that golden aura of beauty, and all of that is reminding you that everything is going to be all right. I don't need to look far to recognize that everything is going to be all right. All I got to do is throw a few light pieces of styrofoam, and every person it hits is going to tell me a story about when somebody counted them out and put them out of the picture. And they're still here. And you're still standing. And you're still shining. And those things that came against you, they didn't do anything but teach you a lesson that made you stronger and better. And if you learned a lesson, that is your superpower today. So as we come into this space, I invite all eyes to close, all hearts to open. In this space and in the infinite stream, as we slow our breathing to inhale the remembrance of the message today, of this spiritual download, we commit in this space, divine spirit. We commit in this space to disagree with the negative judgments that others have for us. They have no weight. They have no power. We disengage with the negative self-talk that was within us previous to this moment. And we move forward in the discovery and the embracement of brand new levels of truth. And the truth is that you love us. The truth is that we share this love with people around the world. The truth is that we are healed. The truth is that we are love itself. The truth is, we are here for a purpose and a reason, and we are so grateful for this moment of remembrance. We're so grateful that you shake the trees at just the right time to remind us that the fruit of the Spirit is coming through the practice that we put in the world. So we hold on to this knowledge. We embrace this knowledge. We embrace this wisdom of practice going forward. And we embrace it for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our communities, for our nation, for our world. Thank you for this opportunity to be reminded that all things are working for the good. Breathe in, exhale and breathe it out. As we sit in this moment of goodness, we are recharged anew, ready to move into the world, operating in love. We proclaim it to be, and so it is. Amen, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe, and so it is. All right, y'all all right? All right, let's rise to our feet as we begin to sing. Our voices today, we want to give thanks again to the voices of infinity, Sister Kenitha Carr, Reggie Wooten, Sister Nalani. As we move into the space, we want to send a shout out to Sister Angie Bartlett and the family as they are traveling. She was kind enough, y'all know we have popcorn after service, and I think we're going to have a little bit of that. Yes. But she said she couldn't get here to make the popcorn. So y'all got to be okay with that. But what she sent was a sock it to me cake. So there are slices in the lobby. Just when you think you ain't got something better comes along. So let us sing together as we begin to close our infinity. And we sing in the space today. The words are on the screen. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. And God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak that the love of God, power of the cosmos, the ancestors, rest, rule, rock, and abide with you from this moment, here and evermore. We sing together. Amen, amen. Hotep shalom, namaste, ashe. How awesome it is to get together, y'all. We'll see you all next week, same time, same place. Get Sock It To Me Cake in the lobby, and then the Voices of Infinity will be live on Instagram afterwards at the Infinity Fellowship. This has been Rev Jeff. I love you guys. That's a fact you cannot change. See you next week. Ashe.